Would I be the Hershey hole if I asked my boss that we not celebrate my birthday? My birthday is coming up in the next couple of weeks, and since the loosening of specific vid restrictions in my area, my boss and all the rest of the office have made a point of celebrating each employee birthday with a cake and small gathering of all coworkers in our office, 20 to 25 people during the lunch hour. This was not the normal office culture pre-vid. I enjoy these celebrations as much as everyone else. I actually love celebrating other people's birthdays. I enjoy making others happy on their birthdays because I know what it is like to not be happy on your birthday. I actively hate my birthday due to some horrible and mildly traumatic things that occurred a few childhood and teenage birthdays, and to a lesser extent, a general dislike of being the one a fuss is made over. I always make a point to take the day off and do what will minimize the foul mood the day brings me, so it does not impact anyone but myself. It's not exactly a healthy way of handling it, but it is what works for me currently. I'm not looking for suggestions or solutions to this issue. Noted. There are a few people that I work with more directly that I have made aware about my issues in regards to my birthday. If they remember or not, I can't be sure. My birthday lands on a weekend this year, thankfully, but at the holiday gathering, it was brought up that the next birthday being celebrated would be mine. I did not supply this information, which means that it is already on other people's minds. I tried to casually brush it off, saying that it's on the weekend, but I got the distinct impression that we'd be celebrating it anyway. Would I be the asshole to request my boss that we not celebrate my birthday? I understand that it would be taking the gathering away from my coworkers too, but it is my birthday and I don't wish to celebrate the day or to be celebrated. Advice would be helpful. This one is terrificult. Terrificalt's a bingo healer thing from Bluey, by the way. It's terrificult because I don't know a way that you can pull this off without making it a stink to everybody. You know what I mean? You have every right to go to your boss and say, hey, I have some very good personal reasons to not celebrate my birthday, and I intentionally have avoided that for a long time. Please respect my wishes for this. You could pull that off, and you have every right to do that. You are not the Hershey hole for doing that. I think that when you do that, if plans are already in motion, obviously your boss has to be like, hey, everybody, hold off on those plans. Now it's a big thing for everybody. Like, oh, why doesn't she want to celebrate her birthday? Now it becomes an even bigger thing than actually celebrating your birthday. You know what I mean? More people are going to pry into it. It's going to be a bigger deal to the masses than it would be if you just went through the steps and actually did it. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. It's unavoidable at this point because the ball is already rolling on it. I would still go to your boss and say that. Maybe your boss will be on board for covertly shutting this down and just pretending like he forgot it happened or something and hoping everyone else forgets too. And maybe you can get like a small inner circle of people who know about these issues, who you're close enough with at work to kind of help just brush it off and make it hopefully go away. And maybe no one else notices. 20 to 25 people is a small enough group to where I think that's going to be difficult to pull off here. So you're going to have some advocates within this inner circle basically explain it to everybody else. You have every right to not celebrate your birthday and to ask that it not be celebrated. You're going to have those trusted confidants handle the narrative that flows through the rest of those 20 people, assuming you have 4 to 5 in that inner circle. You're not the Hershey hole for feeling that way. Obviously, you feel the way that you feel. You're not the Hershey hole for asking that it not be celebrated. I just think it's going to be difficult to pull off without it making an even bigger deal than them celebrating it in the first place. Can they celebrate it without you? Because if that's an option, then you can just be sick that day or something, and then they still do their thing, and you're still going to get birthday messages and that kind of crap. I don't know if that's avoidable, but there's got to be a way here that allows you to not have to feel the eye of birthday Sauron for all of this without it making it even a bigger deal for all of those other people. It's going to be hard to pull off. I think if you do have those trusted confidants that you can work with, if they can help kind of control the narrative throughout those other people and help keep this low key and help explain in a way that doesn't overshare why this is the way it is, then you can probably pull it off. But the average Joe response to somebody saying they don't want to celebrate their birthday is going to be like, oh, why? Come on, it's going to be a great time. Why don't you like your birthday? Tell me more. And it's just going to blow up into this bigger thing. So walk the fine line. You may talk to your inner circle there. Definitely go to your boss and let them know where you're at on it. Talk to the inner circle first, though. I think that would be smart. That way you can communicate the plan to your boss. And as long as there's a plan in place that's easy for them to be like, cool, then I think you're going to be in good shape. You are not the asshole for it at all. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Birthdays suck for a lot of people. And there are a lot of dates that suck for a lot of people. That's a tough one. And it sucks. There is a way to navigate it through it. It's going to take some planning. It's going to take some strategery. Good luck.